Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing some things here a little bit different. I've actually been asked by my great friend here on YouTube, Uniquely Lesa, to do a sit-down Q&A with you guys. I figured this would also be really nice because for those of you who've been keeping up with my channel since I started in January, I cannot believe I've been keeping up with this for about 5 months, 6 months now. You would know that I really haven't done a Q&A. It's mostly been vlogs, recipes, so I figure for those of you who are new to the channel, we're growing, our YouTube numbers, subscribers are growing, so I was like, this is the perfect opportunity for me to also introduce myself and to do this Q&A. So first off, my name is Tiffany. I am a 29, almost 30-year-old YouTuber here living in Southern California. I am a daughter, I am a proud girlfriend and dog mom, and I work as a veterinarian. So definitely a lot to me. I feel like there's so many different facets and kind of just interesting things about me that you guys will probably get to know over the time of watching my channel. But I just wanted to film this Q&A because I was one of the 5 women that Lesa challenged to do this challenge. If you see me looking down a little bit, I've got some notes here, so that might be why I take a little bit of my eyes off of the camera just to answer the questions. But if you guys do have any other questions about me or just want to know a little bit more about my life, maybe something that I didn't share on here today, you can feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I respond to every single comment that I get, and I would love to get to know you. At the end of this video, I will also be tagging 5 wonderful women that I want to also introduce to you and to do this Q&A as well, so stay tuned for that at the end. There will be timestamps below with all 5 questions. If you guys are interested in a Q&A and you want to get to know a little bit more about me, stay tuned and let's go. Okay. So first things first, it says, are you a lefty or a righty? So I am for sure a right-handed person, but I try my best because I'm a veterinarian to also use my left hand to be a little bit more ambidextrous. But I am naturally a right-handed person, so kind of gonna just leave it at that. So let's go on to question number 2. Question number 2 is, are you single or taken? And if so, how did you meet? So I am proudly taken. My boyfriend's name is Dylan. I'll probably pop in a little picture of him or of us right here. We've been together now for 3 years and I'm very happily in love and enjoying being a girlfriend at this stage in my life. I'll tell you guys a little bit about how we met. Going down memory lane a little bit, I had just moved out. I was getting just introduced to veterinary school at the time. Didn't know anyone in the area, and I happened to go see some live music and ran into a person that was in a band that Dylan was part of. He actually wasn't there that evening, and it kind of worked out for the best because I got to meet him in time. Kind of funny story, I ended up actually going to one of his shows to see another one of my friends that was in the band, and immediately was just like starstruck by this guy on the drums, and he was just drumming and doing his thing and being his normal self, and he absolutely didn't know me, didn't pay me any attention. And I still have these videos to this day on my Snapchat of me just like moving and grooving and just really enjoying watching him play drums. So fast forward maybe like a year or so later, you know, we're friends, we're going back and forth on Facebook, and like we kind of just left it at that. But then fast forward 3 years later, I remember that, I don't know, I was just like in the mood to go see a movie. At the time I wanted to go see a Marvel movie. Had no idea that he was a huge Marvel fan, so I think that that was written in the stars for that to happen. But I asked him to go see the movie called Endgame. If you guys aren't familiar, it is the culmination of all of the Marvel movies, and I couldn't find someone who wanted to watch it with me, and I messaged him, and let's just say things didn't go as planned right away. But then he hit me up and he said that he would totally go to the movie with me, and it wasn't a date. I was a 3rd year in vet school at the time, and I pulled up. I was late, I was like trying to beat traffic to make it to our date and everything, and then when I got there, he had actually purchased my ticket, and I was like, okay, well that was nice of him. So I just, you know, I told him I'd pay him back for the ticket and everything and didn't really think anything of it. We watched the movie. The movie was 3 hours long. So we watched the movie, we go out to the parking lot, and he walks me to my car just for safety purposes and to say goodbye. And I kid you not, we couldn't say goodbye. And that's when I knew something was different about this guy. We talked for like 3 hours in the parking lot. He was the right fit for me at that time in my life. I was freshly single, a little bit too freshly single at the time. We've been together ever since, and so that was in 2019, and a couple of weeks later we made things official, and I have been with him ever since, and I am so glad and so happy. So that's our little love story. You guys will probably meet him on the channel one of these days. Maybe we'll do like a boyfriend Q&A. Let's move on to question 3. So question number 3, name 3 positive traits. And yes, I did write these down because I didn't want to kind of like mess these up at all, but the first one that I wrote down says that I'm compassionate. I feel like sometimes too compassionate, and it is a trait that most veterinarians will have. We're just very compassionate towards people that are suffering, animals that are suffering, the world. I have a very big heart, and that is often something that can be taken advantage of or for granted, but at the same time, I am just a person who loves so much, and a person who really just, you know, I have a heart to take care of people and a heart to take care of animals, which kind of leads into my number 2, which is giving. I'm a very giving person. This is with birthdays, with Christmas, with my time, sometimes with these owners when I'm working, but I love to give, and I really find a lot of peace and happiness in knowing that I'm helping others. 3 is ambitious. If you know me, you know that your girl worked really hard to get where I am today. I worked my butt off to become a veterinarian. Anything pretty much that I put my mind to, I usually get, whether that's a relationship or a car or vet school or a job. I usually put everything I can into getting that, and I usually get it. So I'm very ambitious, I'm very hardworking. I have a lot of drive. So that's my 3rd positive trait. So let's go on to question number 4. Question number 4, on the opposite end of the spectrum, is what are 3 negative traits that you have? So I was thinking about this for a little while, and I was like, how can I make this me not having like a pity party on myself? But essentially I was just like, you know what, Tiffany, just be honest. I am too emotional. Now some people might be like, oh, that's not really a trait, but I really do think I'm a Cancer and a Pisces rising and a Pisces moon, and if you're into astrology, you can totally understand where I'm coming from. I'm full of water. I am a water sign at its finest. I am emotional, I am spiritual, I am just so connected, sometimes to the point where I can feel things too much. It kind of goes back to my positive trait of compassion and giving, but also it can be my negative because I just get way too invested, way too intertwined in things that I shouldn't all the time, and I cry a lot. And yeah, number 2 for my negative trait would be I'm overindulgent. That one I would say is something that I'm working on, and it's something that I think is a trait, something that I can work to move past, but I tend to overindulge when I spend some time eating, and tend to gain weight really quickly when I am feeling any kind of like I'm an emotional eater. I can also overindulge in negativity sometimes, and so sometimes I find myself kind of, I don't know, down a rabbit hole or dug myself a grave like that I can't get out of. And then number 3, I can be a little bit overly cautious and timid when it comes to certain things. Definitely not everything, because I'm not necessarily a timid person when it comes to everything, but usually when it's like bigger decisions or a lot of like life lessons, I've kind of been like, I don't know if I want to do it. I'm just comfortable here in my perfect little, you know, my box, and I don't want to move out of the box, and I just kind of back off quite a bit. But overall, I would say sometimes I can be a little bit too timid, let things pass me by, a little bit too cautious, wanting to stay in my comfort zone too much. All right, guys, it's time for question number 5. Okay, so question number 5 is a really cool question. It says, where do you see your YouTube channel in 5 years? Honestly, before asking this question, I hadn't really thought too much about where my YouTube channel would be in 5 years, because I'm just 5 months in, really. Overall, to start, I really want my YouTube channel to be very helpful. In some way, I know that I'm supposed to give back. Some way I'm supposed to utilize my voice, my time to help others. I've wondered, is it gonna stay cleaning motivation and vlogs? Is it gonna become something a little bit more like storytelling possibly? Am I going to possibly also get into the realm of astrology and helping people kind of with that? There's just so many things that are going through my head. The biggest thing that I want for my channel in 5 years would be growth and community. I loved that Lesa said she wanted this channel to be a safe space, and I always want that to be the case. I want you to come here and on a day when you're just feeling tired and you just need to pick me up, that I can be that person. Or maybe you're just chilling and you want to clean up and have some motivation. I want to be that person, just like a friend, honestly. But no matter what, like the big three would be helping others, growth and community, and just being a safe space. I want to have fun on this channel. I don't want it to feel like a job. I want to try to be more consistent, and I struggle with that because I do work. So, you know, here I am filming at the end of the day, but this is what I love to do and I'm passionate about it. So in 5 years, I hope that you're still here, that you're still watching me. And I don't exactly know where this channel is going, but I have a couple of ideas about what that might look like. Those are the 5 questions, and now I'm going to nominate 5 YouTubers to do this challenge. Okay, so I have my list of the 5 women that I would love to nominate to do this same 5-question Q&A. You guys can get to know them. They're all small YouTubers like myself, and any kind of motivation from you guys subscribing, commenting, viewing their videos, I'm sure will make a huge impact. So the first one on here on my list is Tiffany Jetter. I met her most recently, and I had to put her in here not only because we have the same name, which I absolutely adore, but because she also has just been a great friend to me online. We follow each other on Instagram and we comment on each other's YouTubes all the time, and I appreciate her and her 2 daughters and her guinea pig. I just really enjoy her channel. So if you like vlogs and you're into kind of just all the things around like staying at home, cleaning motivation, hauls, things of that nature, she's got you covered. 2 is gonna actually be my own sister, Chauntel Delgado. She has 2 channels, but I'm gonna refer you guys to her main channel, Chauntel Delgado, and I will link everybody below, so don't worry. She's a stay-at-home mom of 3. She does do a little bit of working outside of the house. She's into fashion. She's into also giving you great advice. So if you guys are into that kind of thing, go visit her channel. My 3rd one is going to be Chataira Cooper, and she's my cousin, and I want you guys to go check her out. She has got cleaning motivation, baby motivation. She's got 2 toddlers right now, so if you need that kind of motivation, she's your girl. Next is gonna be Sequoya Gatlin at Growing with the Gatlin. She's been a great friend as well. I really enjoy watching her cleaning vlogs, her unboxings, grocery hauls, anything like that, you've got it. She's in an interracial relationship just like myself, so we can definitely relate on that. So if you're into that kind of thing as well, go check out Sequoia on Growing with the Gatlin. And last one is my friend Miriam. Miriam is just kind of getting started on her YouTube channel as well. She is a mom of, I think, 3 children, and maybe 4. She talks about, you know, children, life after miscarriage, holistic things, cleaning motivation, things of that nature. So if you're into any of those things, go check them out. I'm gonna have all of their information linked below, and I hope that you guys enjoyed getting to know me. I hope that you'll enjoy getting to know them. Like I said, if you have questions, leave them down below. I can't wait to keep getting to know you all better. I hope that you feel like you know me a little bit better today, and I can't wait to see you on the next one. Bye guys.